Today's recipe is beef stew, cooked at 741 South Stone Avenue in LaGrange. It's sort of a semi-B&B. And prior to the main recipe, we did one as a test. And to facilitate the right amount of spices on the next one, which we will incorporate, I will ask Brienne to taste it and see how our spices are. Alright, how does it spice? First thing we do is get all the main ingredients. This is a beef chuck roast cut into beef cubes, about an inch square, about 2 pounds.
2 pounds?
2 pounds of beef chuck. And then we have onions, which are done.
Now are those cut in half?
They will be cut in half. Now we have celery and carrots and potatoes.
Oh, and I think you have some potatoes prepared.
Are peeled, with the exception of this one.
Oh, are you going to show us how to peel?
There's a technique to... One always peels potatoes towards the holder using the thumb. That way the skin is very, very thin. As opposed to people that go bang, 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 yaps away, slicing away half the potato. Now, see how the,
Can you angle a little bit more towards us over here? Okay.
See, it cuts in like that.
Perfect.
Okay, and always towards you, and nice and thin. Waste not, want not. We will cut the celery in pieces.
Okay.
Slice the celery in about half inch, 1 inch, 3/4 or so pieces. Like. Then about 4 carrots we will slice in about 1/2 inch rounds. And then the onion we peel and sort of chop it. Maybe in slices. Just chop. Then we go this way because, there we go. About bite-sized pieces. Peel towards you with using the same thin motion, controlling the potato peeler or carrot peeler. Very, very sliced thin.
What, it's a 5-second rule?
If it falls on the floor, you pick it up within 5 seconds, it's okay to eat it.
Is it okay to eat little pieces when you're going along?
Sure. And you don't want to waste your food now. Cut the potatoes in quarters. Now that one is pretty good. And this one is also good because we don't want to end up mash. Okay, now we have all our vegetables here. The celery, the onion, the carrots, and the potatoes. These are the primary basic ones. To this later, after the stew is done, the meat is cooked, we will add tomatoes, corn, and peas. And A1 spaghetti sauce, or ketchup, A1 sauce, Worcester sauce, a little smidgen of, what the, that red stuff. Here, paprika to give it a little zest, along with salt and pepper. And I'll put a smidgen of paprika in it. And now here's the important part. What we have to do is
Now, how do you get the best cuts of meat, Robert?
whatever's on sale.
Now,
This is beef chuck. This is pot roast. And I took it and I cut out all the sinew, and so it's just good. No sinews, no grizzle. Round steak is also good. The next one will be made with round steak.
oh, all right.
Very reasonable, $1.29 a pound, and no waste. And we would just thaw it and cut it up.
Okay.
Sometimes we have eye of the round roast. This is a top of the round roast. We could use this. So any cut of meat is good.
Now, do you sometimes ask the butcher a few questions?
No,
When
I buy whatever's on sale. Round steak, roasts,
But how do you get the best roast? You were telling me a story the
Boston
other
round,
day.
you could use any of that.
You were telling me a story the other day about asking the butcher
Which piece he would bring home to his mother or wife?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and he said that one. And it always works.
Oh, okay.
So this particular one, I asked the butcher, which one of these pot roasts would Kevin bring home to his mother? Kevin was the butcher. She said none of them. And she went in the back and got me this one. So we'll see how it comes out.
Okay.
All right, now, the next thing we have to, we missed the 5-second rule on that, so we throw that away. But the next thing we do, we have to coat the meat with flour.
Really?
Flour, salt, pepper, a little Montreal steak seasoning, and then dredge it through the towel. We take flour, put it in a bowl, or you could just put it on the counter if you wanted.
How much flour was that?
Oh, maybe half a cup, 3/4. You play it by the auditory ear, the organ. Then we'll put some pepper in here. And then we'll put some salt. And mix that up. Then we'll mix up the salt and pepper and what have you. You take the meat, put the meat in the thing, and just toss it around and dredge it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you continue that on until it's done. Now, come on, see, you put the meat in a single layer in the pressure cooker. And the skillet. The reason you put it a single layer is so it'll brown on all sides. You never want to jam it up. Otherwise it becomes mushy, not mushy, but it doesn't brown evenly. You have to give time, space. There we go. There. Okay, now this will take about 10. If you like corn on it.
Mm-hmm.
Get some like way after. You don't have to record that now. Okay. Try and see, we turn, oh yes, we must keep turning. You see they're turning them, they're getting a little brown on this side. Maybe another 10 minutes, I would imagine. Better to do one side and then the other, instead of going back and forth. Now we will add a little seasoning to the meat. We'll put some salt, some pepper, some Montreal steak seasoning, not too much, because some people don't like it, but I would say a little wouldn't hurt. A teaspoon of paprika. We'll add not too much, just give it a little kick. Oh, there, not too much at all. A quarter. Okay, I think these are pretty well browned, as you can see. So we will we'll put this in the pressure cooker.
There's a great deal of irony in the fact that pistons in the world led to ugly green because we'd like to return briefly to what Dr. Robert Morris has spoken 150 years of opera and Chicago. After the Chicago Symphony years, Michael was to a career in the United States and the world. He was off out of the middle of the middle of the season. And he was then talking himself writing from the Chicago Symphony. And very few people wanted anything to do with him. That is the he was like making this, he did a lot of just
now the beef is,
he made a lot of
you can see the beef is nice and brown and it's seasoned. So the next
smells good.
The next step is to put in our potatoes, carrots, onions, celery. To the, I wish I had a bigger pressure cooker, but this will work all right. That's why I do it in 2 batches. Then to that we'll put about a cup of water. Cup and a half, maybe.
To return to Chicago, and he conducted Tristan and Isolde was a lyric opera at the Opera House. And as Dr. Marsh writes in his book, there were 3
Cup and a half of water.
The third was just was surely as fine as the first, perhaps finer, but at the ultimate cost.
Wipe off the top of the pressure cooker so that the rubber seal,
and it was only 17
which
days
is about 50 years, 60, 70 years old,
the Civic Opera House, that Wazinski died in Boston in the clinic.
This is the pressure cooker, that is the seal. Very heavy.
After 2 years of guest conductors,
so we'll put that on.
As music director of the Chicago Symphony.
Then we have the control. We put it at 10 pounds. 10 pound pressure on top. And it goes on that. Then we put on our
heat. Now for station identification. This is the WFM.
Put on the heat,
Radio
and we
Network.
wait until it jiggles.
And you're listening to 98.7 WFMT Chicago.
While we're doing that, we
Chicago's classical fine arts.
repeat
station.
step 1.
The private client group at National City hopes you're enjoying today's Chicago
Okay, now we have
Symphony
to wait for 10
retrospective.
minutes. Okay?
Another short throw from the Jensen here is Erlacher.
Ooh, this is what's gonna come out?
This is the first one that we did this morning, and one we're making now, we'll incorporate it, or we can leave it separate. It might be good to leave it 2 separate in case they're 2 different kinds of kids. Some people may not like spice. I'll alter the spices in the next one. And you can have it. When you hear the jiggle, you set the timer on the stove for approximately 8 minutes. And after 8 minutes, we will put it under the water and take the pressure off, which will come in 8 minutes. In the meantime, come over here, the camera. Can you get a shot of this? So when in doubt, add more wine. I love to cook with wine. Sometimes I even put it in the food. So we'll save a little to put in the food. Okay. And we go back. I usually make 1 pot. So when I have a lot of meat, I make 2. Depends on, we'll have a little tasting dish next to it.
Okay.
Whichever one they like better. Stick in the stove, or I use the liquid off the diced tomatoes, which we will add. That's a
And
little.
what's this?
That's a little.
What's the brown stuff?
Right.
Here.
Well, that's here. That's going to be flour and gravy. We'll get it in there. 1,500 atoms. I was 11 years old in 1934. I was 12. I used to go to the 33 one too.
Oh.
When I was 11 years old, I get on the streetcar, transfer, go right down.
What was your favorite part of the World's Fair?
Go Coke for a nickel. Oh, there's the Irish Village.
You see it.
I'm just trying to see if they have. I think communications building. I like that. I used to wander around all day long by myself.
Did your mom give you money?
Not too much, Karen.
Do you have a new flag?
Yeah.
Who did you go with? Just by yourself?
So, yeah, a lot of times I went with my folks. Okay, we have a 1 minute countdown. And then this comes the interesting part that everybody freaks out at. When I put it underneath there, bring the pressure down.
Why is it so scary?
Well, you'll see. If it blows up, it blows up. It's been known to blow up, but so far we've been lucky for 70 years. I called up Neuromantic. I said, "Can I get a new gasket?" Why? I said, "Just have it. Does it work?" I said, "Yeah, you don't need one." You know? 27-minute second countdown.
When did you first eat beef stew?
Oh God, when I was back in, when I was knee-high to a grasshopper, I used to go up to the A&P and buy it. Cicero and Adam, 8 cents a pound. I remember those 8 cents a pound. Every time you go to the store. Nope, there's our beet. All right, now here we go. So we take this off. Just smile with it.
Okay. I'm gonna stand far away.
All right, now just listen to this. Right, come on over here. Can you hear that? We're releasing the pressure. Stand by. Stand by. It should be done. Can we take a chance?
I think so.
How about that?
So now if you do it without...
Now the pressure is down.
If you do it without putting cold water on it, it'll blow up?
No, it will take a long time to go down. Okay, now there we have the beef stew, which is the brown meat, potatoes, carrots, celery, and onion. And if you notice, I left the potatoes fairly big so that they didn't become mush. You don't want to cut them too small. All right, so after that now we'll fine tune it. We'll put it over in here. Comes the meat. The reason that it's in a bigger pot is because I do not have enough room in the pressure cooker to incorporate the additional vegetables, which include diced tomatoes, and on top of that we put a few additional seasonings in. Ketchup, ketchup to taste. That should be about right. And then we have Worcestershire sauce. Some people like it, some don't. So I'll use it sparingly. I'll just put in like that, because the other one has enough in. Then we could put in A1 steak sauce. Little here, little A1 steak sauce. That should do it. Okay. Where's our corn? We'll put in our corn now. The corn that we put in the microwave, frozen corn, and we'll I'll put a few peas in. And the only way to open peas, plastic things, is with a knife. Then you maybe take about that many peas. Okay, we put a little water in there. We'll put them in the microwave for about 5 minutes to soak them up. And while we're waiting for that, I'll move this around and see what it looks like. And zero in here. Notice we have a variance of colors. We have the red for the tomatoes, the corn is yellow, potatoes are white, celery is green, the beef is brown, and when the peas go in there, we will have green. But and this is a splash of Shiraz, California 2000. It's an award-winning wine. We just put it in to taste. There you go. And then we have Engelmont Classic Burgundy. We can put a smidgen of that in also. Not much. We don't want it too soupy. There we go. This is just a taste. Now, when the peas go in, we're going to have to thicken it. See, it's a little watery, liquidy, not watery, but liquidy. So what we'll do is take some flour. There you go. Put a smidgen of flour in. And we'll take a little of that juice. It already has cold in there. Put a little juice in there. Shake it up to dissolve it. Since you only need one hand for that, what good is one hand? So you take the other hand and take the remaining amount of Shiraz, put it in the glass. While you're shaking with this hand, you keep this hand. Get coordination. This one moves, this one doesn't. Some people can't use, they would have to use two hands. And again, I'd like to point out my when in doubt, add more wine. I love to cook with wine. Sometimes I even put it in the food. And we did put it in the food. Not too much of it, you don't want to spoil it. Okay, while the peas are cooking, you put things away and you wish you had that damn detergent. But, you know, every pot of stew is different because it's all, whatever's around you throw in. Yeah. Peas are in. The amount of peas you throw in is up to you. Okay, now if you zero in, you'll see how the green peas add more color to it.
Sure do.
Okay, and now we want to thicken this up a little bit. So you put this on. And we take our gravy, pour it in it. The gravy and the flour add like arrowroot or cornstarch. It thickens. So we're all done, except for taking the peas putting a rubber band around them, put them in the freezer with a lid.
What do you have in your freezer? Can you show us kind of things?
In the freezer, we have 2 turkey breasts. We have a eye of the round roast. We have 4 pork tenderloin. And we have 2 Swiss steaks, approximately, this one is almost 4 pounds. And 1 home run pizza in case I don't want. There's another pork roast. And
can we also see your cabinets there? What's in the cupboard over here?
But prior to filling this freezer up tomorrow, I have I have 8 pounds of chicken breast, which I will cut apart, trim, put them in cellophane, and use them for various dishes.
What about the cupboard up here for your baking?
Well,
Do you ever bake?
We have more apples, carrots, celery, broccoli, cauliflower. It's just in case Meals on Wheels doesn't come. And there's about 3 dozen of eggs there. And that's it.
What about in the cupboard here?
Oh, over here we don't have too much.
Oh, the other one, the baking one.
Oh, we have Jell-O up here.
Now,
But this is the baking cabinet. We have, about 8 pounds of brown sugar, walnuts, raisins, dried apricots,
that's all for another
golden
episode, right?
raisins, because it's for Irish soda bread, and also cookies that are on the way to Illinois and Missouri. As you can see, this is starting to thicken, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what that flour does? See, it thickens. God, I got enough stew here to feed an army. I'll put the A1 sauce away.
So from start to finish, how long can one expect to be cooking the beef stew?
I'd say takes about an hour, well over an hour.
Okay.
It all depends on how many pit stops you take between to repeat step 1. But right now everything seems to be Does that consistency agree with you for stew? It's not soup, but it's really stew. Or should we have a little thicker? I think that's just about right.
You're the expert.
Okay.
Does it thicken up a little bit too once it's
Yeah, it will.
off the heat?
Yeah, I know. Right. How's it taste to you? It's hot. Good. Okay, so we have stew up the patootie.